We continue with much more action this bout. At a catch weight of 110 pounds, los jueces son, the judges are Richard Green Sr., Manuel Marquez Jr., and Peter Samoyski. Y ahora, damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un combate global. En la esquina azul, in the blue corner, wearing black, vestida de negro, su peso oficial, 109.6 libras, her official weight, 109.6 pounds, con un récord profesional de una victoria y una derrota, with a pro record, 1 victory and 1 defeat. From Kearney, New Jersey, Mariah Castro! En la esquina roja, in the red corner, wearing green and red, vestida de rojo y verde. Su peso oficial, 108 libras. She tipped the scale at 108 pounds. With a record of 3 victories and 2 losses. Con un récord profesional de 3 victorias y 2 derrotas. De sangre mexicana, Guadalajara, Jalisco, México. Ailed Zubieta. El referee, Marcos Pérez.
Okay. Ya saben las reglas. You already know the rules. I want a clean fight. Obedezca a mi comando. Choquen en cuanto si quieren. Touch your gloves if you want. Corner.
Ailed Zubieta making her debut in La Jaula, and Mariah Castro making a return to Combate Global.
Ailed's first time fighting out of her country of Mexico. It must be pretty cool to visit Miami and also get a payday in fighting. After also getting a wonderful flying armbar submission in her last fight, she's looking to get the finish.
There's something fighting outside of your territory that you've competed so many times. You know, the nerves, the whole flying. I mean, it's an exciting moment for you. And for Zubieta making that opportunity, you know, this being the largest stage that she's competed on, you know, everything's on the board here, and she needs to bring it to show what she's all about.
Against Mariah Castro, who is no stranger to the Combate Global cage. She's made the trip here from the Northeast twice before, and her most recent outing was against Yanet Garcia, who's a Muay Thai specialist. And she wasn't able to showcase a lot of her wrestling here, but I know something that Mariah was working on in the time from May 28th in 2023 to now was her striking and how she can incorporate her striking into her wrestling game.
Blending in both martial arts with the wrestling and the striking. That is key. And the wrestling has been very effective when she took on Lupe Mateo. That's exactly what got her that victory. In fact, it was like a last-minute takedown in that third round to solidify the victory for Mariah Castro, who trains out of Carnicela MMA. Also trains out there with Natalie Schlesinger, who also has competed in Combate Global.
And also has a fight against Mariah in the amateur league. So
Isn't that crazy?
That must be awesome to be able to train with someone who you've gone to absolute war with, because now you have a training partner for life who is going to try to exploit the holes and make you see things in your game that you might not have seen yourself, as we get into a little bit of a firefight between these two, Zubieta and Castro.
You know, that's always cool when you do compete against someone and you meet them and they invite you to your gym, Alex. It's a really cool experience, and it shows the respect that you're able to help each other out.
And off that single leg, it was a single leg that Zubieta was able to get a flying armbar on, and you can see her isolate the arm,
for that
trying to get a triangle choke here. She has the shoulder really in. Oh, this could be close here. She's looking to tie it in, and Mariah Castro has to be careful of that arm right here.
Getting out of this position, she has it quite tight, Alex. What does she need to do?
In order to get out of this, she needs to get her shoulder, her right shoulder, more inside of that triangle so she can give herself some breathing room while also not giving up that arm, because Zubieta has it on her hip. So if she wants to get that torque right here, ooh, will she be able to escape? Mariah Castro gets out of that. against a jiu-jitsu brown belt. That is some impressive stuff there, and we're going to see some heavy top pressure from Mariah Castro, who should feel pretty comfortable in this position.
Yeah, Zubieta eats, sleeps, eat MMA or martial arts, as her and her husband run a gym. She's the head trainer there for the children's jiu-jitsu class.
Such goals.
Isn't that cool? And then Tito Castro is her husband, is her head coach. And he's in the house, of course, tonight.
Yes, being able to travel with your partner, you know, try to get the win here. She's in a little bit of a tough position, but able to get to her knees and then work for a single leg and to the back. Jumps
wrapping
for
up
it.
a bed.
Very Ana Palacios-esque, just jumping for that. We've had 3 finishes tonight. Will we see another one in this amazing all-women's fight card on Fuse TV?
Rear naked chokes have been the choice for tonight, as we had 2 victories by way of rear naked chokes. Could it be a third one tonight on its all-women's fight card?
And now for some of the jiu-jitsu casuals, Zubieta is trying to lock in on a knee bar right here. She's basically going to try to work her hips on top of Mariah's knee to try to get a hyperextension, kind of like an arm bar, but for the knee.
The leg.
Yeah, for the leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's working that here, but she loses the knee line, which is the crucial part of pulling off a submission like that.
And the clinch, Mariah. Great head positioning there. Could able to land some knees, some shots, maybe change the levels and break her down. And yes, she does. Straight takedown for Castro.
But straight into the guard of someone who is very dangerous off their back. And she's always hunting for those arm bars or a triangle. And she has very, very flexible hips. So when she's in these positions, she's very comfortable.
Castro, though, very good at positioning her body and posturing and protecting those hands to not be free for a submission. Good stuff for the young lady, Castro, out of the United States, out of Jersey.
It'll be pretty interesting to see which way the judges give the nod here at Combate Global. We have that open scoring, so we don't have to wonder for too long. But Rodolfo, which way did you have it?
Well, the takedowns here make the difference, but the fact that Zubieta was continuously offensively on the ground, I don't know how much that plays a role in the judges' eyes. But Alex, break it down for us.
Yeah, we're going to see some great exchanges on the feet. Went from a single leg and took down Zubieta, and now she's laying down some ground and pound. Zubieta knew that she had to get out, immediately moves to the back. She slips off the back though and then gets back into the guard position. But you saw the sense of urgency that she was hunted for those submissions, and I know that's not going to stop here in the second round.
Second chapter of this bout. Zubieta out of Mexico taking on the American Castro.
Both these ladies 28 years old. But I thought an interesting story, Rodolfo, was that Zubieta wasn't allowed to play sports growing up. And when she turned 18, she's like, I want to try something. And what does she start doing? Muay Thai. One of the most dangerous things that you can do. But she's showcasing that skill now, 10 years in, professionally fighting. And with the open scoring.
The open scoring, all judges giving it to Castro, and has to be, we would assume, because of those takedowns. But you and I were saying the whole jiu-jitsu game that Zubieta had, but they didn't take that into account.
Yeah, sometimes the nuances of jiu-jitsu can go under the rug, especially if there isn't like a grimacing of the face or a really close chokehold. Because who knows, maybe the judges, didn't process that knee bar as like a serious submission attempt. But
there was a triangle attempt as well. They had it pretty locked in too. But
when you're on your back and you're getting ground and pounded for the most part, sometimes those attacks don't look super significant. But I do love the swag that Mariah
yeah, you see that right trying now. To switch the legs and the kicks.
She's having some fun out there.
Yeah, the confidence is showing from Castro, throwing in those bombs, those hands, the confidence in her fists.
I love the confidence that she had, because she has talked about when she lost some confidence, losing 3 in her amateur career, and now she's at a different point where she's ready to let it fly, but still be calculated in there.
Trading blows, not afraid to counter. It's been a great exchange between these two women, and I gotta tell you, this is an all-woman fight card. A great takedown by Castro. All these fights have just been absolutely incredible. Thanks for watching us here on Fuse. If you're into socials, make sure you follow Combate Global. And heck, tweet what you're watching right now. Let us know how you feel about all our fights, because they have been just absolutely amazing.
Can you even tweet anymore? Do you exit? Is it
exit? Tweet.
But you know what's more important than Twitter? Let's get the TikTok, because on TikTok, we will have all of these highlights coming to you hot. And we've had such a crazy night of fights tonight. I don't know which fight's going to go most viral. I have a feeling Regina Tarin will go viral. But this ground and pound could go viral for Mariah Castro as well.
Vicious shots from Castro to Zubieta, shutting down her ground game.
Yes, and a way that she's shutting down that ground game is by keeping Zubieta's back and shoulders pinned to the ground.
But she needs to be careful, though, with that arm. Can't leave it open.
100%. You'll see Zubieta try to create an angle, because those are the only opportunities she'll have offensively. But now she's getting her half guard back, and she's going to look to switch her hips off here, get into this dogfight position where you're both on each other's knees.
Positioning, maybe like guillotine approach, or straight knee, right back to the clinch for Zubieta, who for the most part the advantage has gone to Castro in the clinch exchange.
We'll see what she's able to do with those
turnaround, right back to the, well, Zubieta fighting for the guard position.
And right now she has a half butterfly hook, now back to regular guard.
Castro, though, looking really good, very confident in this second round. That first round already going to her. Could it be the second victory inside La Jaula? Could she get a finish, or want to go the distance?
And when we're looking at this position for the jiu-jitsu casuals, it might look like Zubieta is just getting grounded and pounded out, but she actually likes to be in her guard. This probably isn't the optimal position for MMA. If it was strictly jiu-jitsu, having someone between your legs and having their posture broken down by keeping your feet together like that is actually advantageous. But here she's going to try to work off the cage. She's going to have to keep her toes out of the cage, though. But here she's, again, hunting for any type of arm, triangle opportunity that she can get. And Mariah just being relentless.
Oh, look at that arm right there. Left wide open, Zubieta keeping on to it. But now she doesn't have anything right here.
And this is where it gets frustrating with the gloves, because you're not supposed to hold on to it. And I'm not saying Zubieta is, but it's not as easy in no-gi jiu-jitsu to just slip and slide out of those armbar attacks.
Yeah, it's a lot different, especially now when you're in the second round of a bout. Sweat comes into play, grip's not in there anymore.
Beautiful, beautiful head positioning by Mariah Castro. She is really utilizing every ounce of her body and really trying to come off strong off the break, letting it fly.
An exchange when they heard that 10-second count. These ladies bringing it tonight here on Fuse Combate Global, all-woman fight card. Ailed Zubieta getting those final words from her corner. Now, Alex, if you're in that corner, what would you tell her? She's desperately looking for a submission win to take it away with this breakdown of that second chapter of this bout.
Yeah, she's definitely hunting for that submission, but hopefully she can get into a position that's not on her back, because she hasn't had so much luck getting a submission from there. But who knows, maybe if she works in and is on top, she can hunt for a submission from there. But right now, the judges are not going to give her that nod if she keeps getting stuck on her back with Mariah laying down the ground and pound.
It's for Zubieta.
Her corner just warned her, you know, all she's got right now is the triangle and the arm bars. You got this. So Mariah Castro must be feeling pretty good.
Well, she has 5 minutes to carry on those positive vibes. I'm sure she wants a finish. She'll push the accelerator button there. Lost her footing. Now Ailed puts her right into the clinch. As we await those open scoring. Again, Combate Global does have open scoring, so we let you know who's winning while the fight. And speaking of the devil, there it is, Mariah Castro with the advantage of those 2 rounds.
And we've seen Mariah have success with the double underhooks, but again, she changes levels and is looking to get another takedown here.
Very easily taken down. You know, the sprawl is not there for Ailed. She just take it down. Don't know if maybe that is, hey, take me down because I'm very confident on my ground game, but she's not defending it whatsoever. Because Castro's coming in with those takedowns work quite easily.
Yeah, great cage work from Castro here. Let's see if she'll able to capitalize on another takedown. Wow. Beautiful work. Just everything from her trips, her single legs, her double legs. She's really worked on that wrestling, which is definitely her strongest asset, but even at distance, she's been showing out.
Beautifully executed for Castro, who last competed in La Jaula in May of 23. So she's had a little bit more than a year to work on all those skills that she needed to, Alex.
Yeah, and she's been able to reflect on that performance with Yannet Garcia, who is a Muay Thai specialist. And going up against Yannet, she pieces a lot of people up. So when you get 3 rounds of experience with that, a girl like that, it's going to be very impressive stuff.
She's searching for that arm bar again.
Non-stop.
Lost it, good away of Castro, protecting the arm, keeping that form really close to her body. Zubieta last fought in April, as you mentioned, with that flying armbar, but she also took on Stephanie Rodriguez, who competed here in Combate Global. Lost to her. But so far, what a great fight card. And we'll be back June 22nd, Alex, with mucho más acción from La Jaula. There's lots of Combate Global for you to witness here on your TV screens on Fuse.
It'll be Claire Lopez versus Kayla Rocco, an awesome, highly profile atomweight bout. And we just saw a crazy atomweight fight between Melissa Gomez and Ana Palacios. I'm sure both those fighters will be watching how Claire Lopez and Kayla Rocco get down, and we could see some matchmaking from them.
There'll be another bout of France between the United States against the United States, as we saw earlier today with Melissa taking on Samantha. The American taking the victory. What an impressive victory for that young lady. 7-0, Melissa Amaya, La Mamba.
And we're in a similar scenario to what we've seen all fight. Mariah Castro able to get Zubieta to the ground, lay down some ground and pound.
Mariah Castro, the wrestling here has been key, positioning her body, using that weight effectively, protecting all her limbs so that she can be submitted. Look at the way of that positioning of the head, keeping Ailed right on the ground, on her back. And there's one way, you know, many people think about is just taking down for a wrestler, but I think that's what always a wrestler has, right? To keep your opponent down when you're pinning him, right? That's what they teach you, just pin your opponent. And that's that wrestling background for Castro. And if you're able to just defend anything, you're good.
Yeah, and her corner is definitely letting her know that she's up 2 rounds. At this point, all she has to do is not get caught. But with someone like a jiu-jitsu brown belt on their back who is known for their arm bars, you got to be very cautious. But she's playing the right game here, and she's not just holding out for the bell. She's laying it down and trying to get the finish. But will she be able to? So we go 4 for 4 on this ladies' night for finishes.
Yeah, Castro's not definitely just sitting back and enjoying a margarita, enjoying the sun. No, she wants to take this home with a nice victory and a stoppage. Great stuff for Castro. Could it be 2 wins for her inside La Jaula? Well, we're approaching 10 seconds. She wants a victory by way of stoppage. She's putting everything. Castro, did she get the victory?
So happy.
We'll find out after the break. And we're gonna get the official result. Beatrice, who took this bout?
After 3 rounds of much more action, this is the final decision. Después de 3 vueltas de mucha más acción, esta es la decisión oficial. Los tres jueces entregan tarjetas idénticas de 30 a 27. All three judges turn in identical scorecards of 30 to 27. All in favor of the winner by way of unanimous decisions. Todos a favor de la ganadora por decisión unánime. Mariah Castro!
The emotions are rampant.